Welcome to Soccer As We Like It, the Man United director. And as you know, today, this Sunday, Super Sunday between two Manchester clubs, Manchester City and Manchester United. Manchester City currently second at the table, and Man United currently sixth. Joining us today in the blue corner, we have Sonny, Houston, Texas. Sonny, welcome to the show.
Woo!
In the red corner, we have Kay from Florida. Kay, welcome to the show. Ladies, as it stands now, Manchester City, Man United have a big game on Sunday, which is tomorrow. Man City are currently the defending EPL champions. Man United are going through a transitional change with a new manager. They've played some few games. And Man City are still unbeaten. United lost the first two games and haven't lost since then. But the two teams will meet tomorrow. Two different teams. Man City have a Haaland who's scoring like he's going out of fashion. United, our team, are not even conceding any goals without Maguire. Kay, how do you feel against City tomorrow? How confident are you that match?
Honestly, out of 10, I would say 7.
7.
Yes, honestly, 7. Because we lost the first 2 matches, but then we had some changes with the last 4, which was really good. But I don't want to get too super excited, because I always do, and then I end up like crying the next day, like I'm about to have a heart attack. So I would say a 7. I would say though that they have done very well.
Yes.
My issue is that we had we have 3 weekends of breaks.
Yes.
Plays an important role, and sometimes when we do return from international break, we don't do that well. So,
true.
It is the truth. So I'm not gonna scream for joy here, but I would say a 7, confident. And then we have a few injured players too, so we're not sure if everyone is going to be available.
Rashford and Martial.
Right. Yes. Even though the coach said, I think earlier today, that Rashford was in training all week this week, so we're not 100% sure. But if they do play, that would be really good. But we'll see. But I'm at a 7 right now.
7. Sonny, how do you feel now? Man City is still unbeaten, second in the league table. How do you feel in the match tomorrow? You are the home team. You are at home. How confident are you? Are you looking at a victory? You're gonna lose? You're gonna draw a game?
In spite of our injuries as well, yes, no doubt.
You expect to lose the game? You said.
It's no doubt that we're going to beat your booties.
You think so? Okay, it's fine. It is fine. But I think there was on the press conference this week when they interviewed Eric Ten Hag. He said, how difficult will Haaland be to United? He said it's not Man United against Haaland. It's Man United against Manchester City. So they need to. It's not one man in the whole team we're going to be worried about. We've got to worry about everybody. So everybody has to be on their game.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. How worried are you, or how concerned are you about Haaland, who's scoring a lot at the moment? I mean, he's currently on form.
Well, that is true. How many goals so far? 14 goals in 9 games. Excellent. Yeah. I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. I think our defense is way better than before. We have a good defense, I would say. As long as Maguire is not in, we're pretty good.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
It's the truth. Martinez. No, we have a good defense, so I'm not too worried about that. And our midfield is not as, is way better. So I have a little bit more confidence in regards to playing. I'm not worried about it at all. I'm not worried about him, because at the end of the day, we spend a lot of money. We spend over 250 something million pounds. Euros on players, and it's not as if they were terrible players. Actually, they are fitting in very well. We saw Anthony on his debut; they're doing pretty well. So I think the manager is doing what he needs to do, and I'm not worried about him at all. No, as the manager said, it's not Manchester United against him. It's Manchester United against Manchester City. So that's key. And that's key, meaning that this is a group that is coming to play a group, a team against a team, not a team 100%. Against an individual.
Right. That's right.
Sonny, how do you feel tomorrow with Haaland, your target man? He's the man of the hour, the man of the moment at the moment. So
okay, so I hope my Man City fans, friends and fans, don't think I'm a sellout, but and I know numbers don't lie, but I'm not a big fan of Haaland.
That makes sense.
He's not my favorite. I think he's young and he's a big dude, so he's moving kind of slow, you know. And I think that he gets fed a lot of balls. So if someone feeds me balls over and over and over, even I can score, right?
So you're saying he's doing the easy part, just finishing.
Yeah. I think the whole team, and this is just speculative, I think the whole team wants to boost his confidence, and they're making sure that he gets some goals, you know, because it will be terrible to have a striker and he can't make any goals. So I think he's getting fed he's being, you know, fed a lot of balls. I'm okay with this. I want us to win. But I think I'm going to be honest about the situation. And I notice one thing that Haaland does is the way that he scores. He does a lot of tap-ins, and he uses his whole body to tap it in. I mean, and it's a very slow process to tap it in, but he's using that technique. I think I find it very, I don't know how I feel about it, but I find it very interesting, and I love to see it. I wish I could do it. It looks like it hurts over and over again. He's always doing that same technique if you watch him do it. And what I think he's doing is making sure that ball goes into the net because he's so powerful and so big.
Just like pushing. Yeah. I saw a few.
So I don't think Haaland is the problem, but they're going to feed him pretty well. So when you have a team that wants to feed you a ball all the time, I think strikers can make some goals.
Right. Okay. So, Kay, what you said that, I mean, Man United defender Martinez and Haaland met 4 years ago when Haaland was playing for Dortmund, Martinez was playing for Ajax, and he marked Haaland out of the game completely. Times have changed. Haaland is in a better team. Martinez is in another team under the same manager. Things have changed. Haaland is probably smarter than he was 4 years ago. Do you think that comes into play mentally in Haaland's head? Like, this guy stopped me 4 years ago. Psychologically, do you think Martinez can do the same for him against tomorrow?
Possibility, and I'll say why. A memory is going to stay in your head, right? Yes. And he's young, so if he doesn't have that confidence to say, okay, this was 4 years ago,
right?
And I'm in a different team. I'm in a supportive team. I'm in a champions, team. It's a total different scenario. But the psyche is important, and that can actually hinder him from doing what he needs to do. And then the coach plays an important role as well, because United coach could say to him, remember, this is what took place to Martinez.
Yeah.
And he will study, they will sit and study and say, listen, this is where this guy was 4 years ago. This is what you did to him. This is where he is today. Yes. And this is what you can do. Yeah. And this is how you need to tap into that mental state of his and get what you need to get done. So it can work and it cannot work, but you got to remember, Pep is also smart. Pep is going to look at it again and go back 4 years and see the same thing and talk to him as well. So we'll see how it plays out. I think it's a mental thing. And the memories there, but the coaches are important as well to feed into both players what they want, the result that they want. Right. But in the end, it's up to that player to be able to do what they need to do, overcome whatever mental thing that they need to do and get it done. But yeah, it will play a role. I think so.
That's a very good point. Sonny, Pep and Erik ten Hag used to play, they were together managers at Bayern Munich. Erik ten Hag was Pep's assistant. So you're looking at manager and coach assistant in 2 different teams now. So what has Eric Ten Hag learned from Pep? How to beat Pep? Does he know what it takes to beat a Pep team? He's never beaten Pep, so this might be his opportunity tomorrow. I don't know. Pep is a very smart guy. We know that. But sometimes when people are too smart, they miss a little bit of detail because they think they've covered it. So where do you think all this psyche comes into play tomorrow? Kay has already said about the players part. So you tell about the managers part, Pep and Eric Ten Hag.
So obviously, with having a good coach or mentor, and you being the apprentice, okay, has everything to do with everything.
100%.
So what do I have? Do I think that his name is Eric?
Eric Ten Hag, yeah.
Yes, Eric, yes.
Have the wherewithal to use some of Pep stuff, or have evolved some of Pep stuff to make his team better? Absolutely. I think that's a huge possibility. And do I find anything wrong with that? No. I mean, that's just the consequence of having a good coach. Now, it depends on how many years he had Pep as a coach, and also where was Pep in his stage of evolution, or in the beginning he may not have been that good. And so Eric could have been studying under him during that time. So we never really know. But I am not at all intimidated by the fact that Eric has had some good coaching from Pep and others. Bring it. This is what we like.
Excuse me. You better be careful what you wish for.
Hey, bring it. Like I said, I think you can have a great coach, but that doesn't mean that you adopt his mentality, his attitude, his stripes. All of those things matter. You can have technique and tactics, but it could be lifeless. It could be the inner attitude that Pep has that makes those tactics come to life. So we just never know. But I'm not intimidated at all about it. And like I said, bring it. I like good coaches. So.
Okay. So Kay, how should United approach this? Should they go defending and try and hit them on a break, or go out? And it obviously seems that City will probably going to have more of the ball. That looks like that's going to be the case tomorrow.
It is going to be the case. City will be in control. That is absolutely true, because they are very good in almost in every area on that field. However, on the counter, I think that's where we can be really fantastic. Because if you notice, the first 2 games that we played, we had so much control. We were in control of everything, and we lost. The last 4, we had less or about average, around the same, and we won those games. So for us, it's not about, taking control of the entire game, but knowing how to counter and, finding those opportunities and seizing those opportunities. That's important. We need our midfielders to be on alert to do what they're supposed to do.
100%. It's going to be a battle.
Yes, they need to be. And the strikers also need to be in point. So we know what we're going into. It's not that we don't know. We know what we're going into. And we know that we're not going to have control. That's absolutely true. And hello, we're at City. So we know what's going to happen. But we are fantastic on the counter. And that's what we need to focus on.
Right. Sonny, how did you come back with that? Because Kay's already said United should go with an approach of not like, oh, we're not going to be intimidated. They know what to expect from City. City are a very good team. Let's not sugarcoat. They are a very well organized team. But yes, you destroyed us last season twice. That's fine. Things have changed.
Yes.
Things have moved on swiftly from then. We are a better team, better coached by a better manager who has worked under the man himself, Pep. So it's the importance of it's a big Manchester derby, but also the fact that going into Man City's home ground, they cannot go there intimidated. They have to go there and believe in themselves that they cannot go there and get thrashed, because it's so easy to get thrashed out there. So where do you stand in reference to can City? Yeah, they're the home. They are the favorites. 100%. They are the favorites to win that game.
Yes.
Without a doubt. But the way United have to approach the game is going to be slightly different than regular. They're not just going to all guns blazing, because you might end up getting shortchanged. So they have to study some, and I think they're ready for City. Where do you stand with this?
like how will Man United do?
No, how would you counter Manchester Man United?
How will we counter? Oh gosh. Well, I mean, you know, what I did want to talk about was Cristiano Ronaldo. I dislike how, and you may think I'm going to another subject, I'm not, but I dislike how Man United has treated him. He was, you know, the savior of the team, and they're very excited. And then, you know, a few months later, he's on bench, you know, not even starting. I don't know what that's about, but I think that if Ronaldo's in, I think now that's a striker. Okay, that's not a person who just needs to be fed balls. This guy can just make goals. Now, you know, it all depends on the organization of the team, and so I think if Cristiano Ronaldo is there, we're going to be in trouble because our defense, a lot of our defenders are injured. So if Christian, if your team is actually going to put him out there and play him, we are in trouble. So especially with our defense, I think that's the only piece that I worry about because like what the United person said, representative said, that we're really good at passing balls, tiki-taka, but even still, if United is in good fitness, because City will be, they can pressure that ball. They can run,
they'll keep the ball moving.
Yeah, so I think that's going to be key for United to do is to focus on running us down, and then also feeding Cristiano Ronaldo balls. But Christian, if he's out there, he's gonna eat us. I think it's going to be a good game tomorrow. I still believe we're going to win. Yes.
Okay. Who would as it stands, Martial and Rashford trained a bit. Martial's been out for 7 weeks. He's been out for 7 weeks. Rashford's been out since Arsenal 3 weeks ago. Do you think, would you start one of them if they're ready, or you prefer you start Ronaldo, who's not exactly been psychologically right for Portugal last week? Because, you know, it has a lot going on. How would you set up United's attack if you had the choice?
Well, Sonny, I'm sorry, but I wouldn't start Ronaldo. I wouldn't. I'm sorry. I wouldn't start him. I would actually put. I would try Rashford instead of Martial. I would try him. Yes, I would. I'm a Rashford person. I love him. He's my guy. I love him. I'm gonna be biased on this. I'm sorry. I'm gonna pick him. I love him dearly.
I mean, he's certainly cute, but I mean, come on.
No. It's not about cute alone. Hello, you know he's multi-talented. Come on, give the guy.
I know he has a nice butt, but
okay, ladies.
Did you know that he won
the
EPL title? Did you know that he won the Player of the Month for September? 2 goals, 2 assists. Come on, let's be nice now to my Rashford. But I would do Anthony. I will start Rashford too, and I will start and Anthony and Sancho. I will start.
So up front, you do Sancho, Anthony, and Rashford. Yeah. If Rashford is not fit, who would you prefer, Martial or Ronaldo?
Ronaldo.
You go with Ronaldo.
Yes. It's a City game. It's not. I'm not playing Leeds United right now, so I would go with Cristiano.
Right.
You go with the best.
But I would have brought Cristiano on though. You know. I would just wouldn't start him, but I would bring him on.
Yes. Like he will have some part in the game.
Yes.
Things are not going according to plan.
Yes, but I wouldn't have started him. That's the facts.
Right. It's going to be a game of chess, in my opinion. I think both managers both want to win, but at the same time don't want to lose. See what I mean? So it's kind of like in the middle.
Yes, that is absolutely true.
Go on, Kay.
Yes, and I think that the managers have expressed that as well. You know, they're being quite, humbled, not saying too much. I've seen that with the press conference earlier today. So we'll see. They know what they're going into, because at the end of the day, for United, they need to win. Beating City would be like, okay, they're really doing something. Right. Because we're still sixth. Yes, we have 2 games in the back, but at least, but even to see teams like Arsenal, I'm sorry, I have to cut this one in. Arsenal, I still cannot comprehend exactly
how they're on the top of the table.
I still
they have 2 Man City players.
Yeah, hey, yeah.
I know, but still, come on, Sonny.
I know. I agree.
Table?
I agree with you, but when you get 2 Man City players who are fresh off the grill and they're playing together, that's everything. Everybody knows one player can change a team, but 2 players plus from Pep's team. Now I don't think they're gonna win against City, but
no, I don't. I know we're just in the beginning, so we know things gonna change. Right. But it's just fascinating.
Yeah, of course. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I'm seeing it. I'm just fascinated to see this is happening.
It is. Someone sent me a clip. I wish I brought the clip and showed you guys. They showed an elephant sitting on a little branch on a tree. So they said the elephant is an Arsenal branch. You don't know how long that branch is going to hold it. And you don't know how the elephant got up to that branch and sat there comfortably. So they're saying Arsenal, people still, like you said, Kay, how they are number 1. They played 8 games, won 7 and lost 1, which we beat them. Yes. City have played 7, won 5 and drawn 2.
Yes.
And we are in 6th.
Yes.
Played 6, won 4 and lost 2. So it is key. City can't allow us to go too far up front, even though they got a game in hand on well, actually we have a game in hand on everyone now because we had 2 games a game postponed on top of the ones that everyone got postponed. So Arsenal, if we lose, it pushes us further away from Arsenal. So we're going to literally be 9 points away from Arsenal if we lose. City are only 4 points. If they win, they're literally a point behind Arsenal.
Correct. Correct.
If they tie, they're 3 points behind, and we'll still be. We'll have 13 points, 8 points behind Arsenal. It's still a point doesn't do anything for anybody tomorrow. Honestly, it doesn't.
Yeah.
So if 3 points will help Man City to help Man United, it depends on who is gonna blink first.
That's correct. That's correct. Yes.
As it is, as you said, Sonny, it is going to be a game of. I don't think there's going to be a lot of chances in the game. I think it's who takes the chances the best. If you have the chance, if you don't take it, those chances, if you don't take them, you might end up regretting them and you might pay the price.
Yeah.
It looks like it's going to be that kind of a game tomorrow.
Yes, I agree.
So, depending on who United start, Man City have a few defending issues, a few injuries. But I'm not going to use that as an excuse because City run 2 teams. They have a replacement for every single player. You see what I mean, Kay? So I've been in a lot of chat today and said, "Oh, City got injuries. We could win them." I'm like, no.
City B team. Remember City B team. They
exactly.
Could beat almost anyone. I know.
Exactly my point. That Man City has 22 players who could play the same like the guy who was there in the first match. So it doesn't matter. You see what I mean? They have Mahrez. They got what's the other guy? What's the English guy's name? They got Grealish. They have
they have Grealish, yes. Grealish, but he's just been overshadowed by
Haaland.
Yes.
They have Mahrez. They got what's the other English guy?
Are you naming forwards? Who are you naming?
Yeah, name your forwards.
We're just naming players.
We have not Araña, the Spider-Man.
Yeah. So they have a lot of.
You have a lot of players.
I'm not gonna fall into they're injured. No. No, because it's like a trap. Oh, okay, they're injured. Go in there and believe they're not gonna defend well. You'll end up getting spanked. So no, we have to go in there still being cautious.
Yes.
Because City have enough to replace anyone who's injured. They just have that big pool of players. Okay, Man United's midfield. How hard would they have to work tomorrow?
Very hard. Very hard. But I'm thinking who will be playing though. That's my thing.
Who would you pick in a big game like that?
Erickson. I would have Erickson in. Fernandez for sure. I'm not sure about McTominay. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Would you go Casemiro?
Yes, I would go with him. Yes, I would go with him. I'll put him in place of McTominay. And I will do that. But they have a big role to play tomorrow. A huge role. And as I said earlier, once an opportunity comes, they have to take it.
They're not going to be a lot of people. They're going to be very few.
Exactly. They have Once one comes, they have to take it. You can't make any mistakes in this game. There's no selfishness in this game. You have to work as a team, and you have to take those opportunities. You 100%. Literally have to. And Erickson has to be on his game. They just have to. They just have to step up. This is serious. They got to do it. But I think they're going to be pressured, right? But as I said, once an opportunity presents itself, they have to take it. And they have to create these opportunities as well.
Yeah.
Right? So even if they see something's not working, or they have to be creative at the same time. And they have to really listen and work together. They have to do that. They have to work together. They have to work with the forwards. They have to do it.
Right. Let me flip the script. Sonny, if United score first, how do you think? How would you feel? Would you feel, or you're still going to believe that this will be back? If United score first,
yeah, I won't be worried.
You won't be.
No.
2-0. Would you be worried?
Yes.
Okay.
I would be worried because for United to be scoring 2 times on Man City, there is a problem with Man City. And,
that would be nice, isn't it, Kay?
I mean, let's be honest. I mean, I would be like spitting out my coffee saying, what? So, absolutely. Yeah, I don't fear United tomorrow. This is not one of the games that I fear. I fear probably Tottenham, maybe Brighton. Yeah, I just feel, I think, yeah, United. I think there's a psychological thing between United and Man City, and United has got the heebie-jeebies, or they just got it. I think even though they have improved, I think the team is still kind of spooked by some teams and from their losses and things. I don't think that's over, so I'm not worried at all. Unless they score 2 goals, I would be like, oh, but I still wouldn't be worried.
Right.
I am. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. If City score first, what goes through your mind? Would you be worried?
No.
2-0?
No.
At 2-0, you won't be worried?
No.
Wow, that's confident.
No, you know why? We have been to City. I think it was Maruno who was the coach.
Yes.
When we were supposed to win that title.
Yes.
And we crushed that dream. We were down 2, remember?
Yes.
And
that was Pogba's best game ever.
Thank you. We came back and we won. So I'm not worried about it. And United has been known to come back after games if they want to.
If they that word, if they want to.
If they want to.
It's a mental thing.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. If they want to. So I'm not worried. If it's 3-0, forget it. It's over.
3-0 is game over, right?
It's over. It's over. We can just pack up and go home and,
Okay. Sunny said if at 2-0, she would not even be worried. She still think she said she won't be worried at 1-0. At 2-0, she's like, okay, Man United score 2. So, Sunny, if Man United leading 3-0, is it game over?
No.
At 3-0, still no goal? Wow.
No. Not with a team like Liverpool and Man City, and not with Holland up there being fed a bunch of balls. So I would be kind of like, hurry up and catch up. But it's possible. With teams like Liverpool and Man City, it's possible that somebody...
Liverpool?
Hey, Liverpool played Brighton, right? And Brighton had 2 goals, and it was 2-0, and Liverpool just... got in them 2
Liverpool
goals.
are struggling, but they
That was lucky.
They were lucky.
But they ended up having 3-3. I mean, just look at that.
Lucky.
Oh, yeah. Okay, lucky. I don't know about lucky, but with a team like Liverpool, they can still pull off if the score is 2-0 and they're with 0, they can still,
right.
you know, so the game is, you know, so, and I think City is like that as well, especially with Haaland in there and Alvarez. He's kind of downsized or downplayed, and I like that because it adjusts your humility. But he can score. Yeah.
Yes. That is true. That is absolutely true.
Right. Now I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Sonny, give me a score.
3-1.
2.
3-2.
That's 3.
So 3-1 to Man City, or 3-1 to Manchester United.
3 with Man City with 3.
Son, K.
3-2.
3-2.
United 3, Man City 2.
Okay, let me write that down.
Oh, please. That prediction from.
Don't rush it yet. Don't rush it yet.
No evidence at all. Just pulling it out the air.
Possibilities. Possibilities.
Well, it will be a big game. I'm going to sit on the fence and say a 2-2 draw. That I'm going with 2-2. I think Man City will bring it, and United will be on the back foot for most of the game, and just it will more be like damage limitation and take your opportunities when you can. That's what I'm seeing. I want to win 100%. I want to win, but I just feel Man City just have that. Still, we're not there with them yet. But if the opportunity comes, United have to take the chances. There's not going to be a lot of chances. So if they're 5, if you get 3, you better take 1 or 2 of those chances, because they're not going to be a lot at all.
Yeah.
You better take them. It's going to be because City don't give you a lot of chances. They don't.
No.
And when you don't take it, they will come and cut you into little pieces, and it'll be goodbye and good night. So, ladies, Kate, do you have any question for Sonny?
Not really. Not really. Well, I'm looking forward to the game tomorrow, and I'm hoping that we will win. I just have hope. That's all I have.
Sonny, any questions for Kate?
Well, questions for Kay. How are you going to feel when United loses?
Good question.
It's a good question. Maybe a little disappointed, but remember, I told you that I had a 7 out of 10 position that they would win. And I know what they're coming up against, so I wouldn't be as disappointed. I would be disappointed if they got 3-0, 2-0, that 1 goal. I said, oh my goodness, this is not good.
You'd rather lose in a closer margin than...
Yes, at least score something, right? And as you said earlier, a draw, that's fine. I could live with that. But I wouldn't be as disappointed, because I know where we are as a team right now.
100%.
And we're in transition. It's a process. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with losing a game, and if it's a game against, say, City and not against, a Leeds or, some other team, I'm okay with that. But I still want to win, because we have beat Arsenal and we have beaten Liverpool. So
it'd be nice to add City onto the resume, right?
Yes, it would. It would be. It would be a good thing. And but again, anything is possible. But we know what we're coming up against. So
you're cautious. You're not underestimating City under no situation.
No,
that's very good.
No, that would be foolish. No.
Sonny. Yes. I mean, you saw your position at the table. How do you feel your season is so far? I mean, you won 5 with John 2. Are you in a great place, or can it be better, or you're not firing on all cylinders yet, despite that guy scoring 10, 12 goals already?
I mean, it's fucking annoying that we're number 2 and behind Arsenal. and I'm kind of getting nervous about
I think that the whole world is concerned how Arsenal are there, but
everybody is. I'm still in disbelief because I can't believe it.
Yeah, so I'm very annoyed, and I can't wait for Arsenal to hit their losing streak, because they will. They're not going to be able to keep this up. Although with these two players from Man City, who to me, in my opinion, were kind of like A- players, maybe B+, they're really shining on a team like Arsenal. And I don't think that's enough to beat City. But I think we have something out there to really watch for, and I think they're kind of dangerous. I do think they're very dangerous. I just can't wait to start winning.
So you're not? Are you saying you're not there yet?
Yeah, they're not there.
You're not there yet. So there's still more to come from Man City.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, we're still trying to mesh with our newest players. So, and then we have some injuries. Phillips is out. I think Stones is out. Laporte is out. So we're
Foden is going to be ready for tomorrow, right?
Laporte? I don't think so.
Foden.
Oh, Foden, yeah. Foden, Greenleash. So we're just meshing. We're still trying to mesh with a forward. I mean, it's weird having a forward. We haven't had a forward for 2 seasons. So it's just weird that changes the dynamic. So I think we are struggling a little bit to keep ourselves in a brotherly whole body form.
Right. Okay. How do you feel United so far? Assistant, the season so far. Are you happy? Are you expecting more, or you're like disappointed? How do you feel so far?
Well, I would say initially, I haven't been to England since 19, right? Because that's the last game that I watched. So 2020 came in, yes, COVID. And so this season I said, okay, I'm going to return for the opening games, because I always try to go in August. And my friend said to me, do not go to England because it's chaos at Heathrow. I said, okay. Do you know, I was ready to go to England just to watch the first game. And what a disaster that would have been. To go through all that turmoil to watch the Blues at home, not night.
Yeah, that hit hard. That hit hard. Then the following one was 4-0. So it was.
It's bad. It was so bad. And I was so happy that I didn't go. I said, oh, thank God I didn't waste my money. And then, I ordered my kit, my membership kit and everything. And I was
I saw you share it. Yeah.
I was like, I want my money back. We need to do a refund here. I want my money back.
So how different has it been since then to now?
Well, the confidence has improved. It has improved because I believe that they signed players after the fact. So it has improved. And I think the manager kind of understands, because I think what he did initially was how he played at, I think it was Ajax he was at.
Yeah.
So how he played, how he coached, the players, everything, and then to actually play a Premier League game is different.
Oh,
so I think he kind of get a little bit of what that was, that feel, and to feel out the players as well. So that was important. And to see them turning it around for the next 4 games, winning all 4, that was really good. And also what I noticed was less selfishness in the games.
Good point.
Yes, I noticed that. They weren't selfish enough to try to score themselves. They passed the ball on and then we had scored. So I noticed that as well. So that is very good. So that shows some teamwork right there. And going forward, we're just in, today's October 1st. So I do not look at the table until around January, February. That's when I say, okay,
which makes sense.
Yeah, this is when stuff is really happening.
But don't forget, we have a World Cup in November.
Yes, we have a World Cup in November.
So there'll be I think there'll be no Premier League for a whole month, give or take.
Yes, there won't be. And my concern about that is injuries coming back.
Yes.
That is my concern.
One thing I was going to tell you, Kay and Sunny, as it stands, those players who are going to the World Cup, in their mind, any injury now, they're not making it. It's only 6 weeks away from the World Cup. So players might think, do I have to go into that tackle? You see, so do I have to back out of that tackle? You see what I mean? So the players are kind of like, so that might also be a factor, because most players want to go and represent their countries in the World Cup, which is a fact. It's the biggest tournament in the world. So if you're going to go into a 50-50 tackle, normally you wouldn't mind, but should I do it and get injured and not go to the World Cup? Is it worth it? So a lot of players are going to be, I'm not even saying not for this team, a lot of Premiership players around the world will be a bit more hesitant, not taking risk as they normally would if their countries are qualified for the World Cup. See what I mean? Because they're scared to get injured. So at the same time, you might let that tackle go that would go and score a goal that you would have stopped initially. So it is, how do you think the mindset of players should be? Still going 50-50 or Sonny?
I think that they should go in 100% always. And injury is part of the game, unfortunately. And you can't play half. That's half-ass is going to get you injured. And you can't be afraid. So they have to do it and then just risk the injury and then.
And not go to the World Cup?
Yeah.
I agree, Sonny. You're absolutely right. Especially if these players are young. You need to be, you were paid to represent your club, to play for your club, and you need to do that. You need to
your club is your wages, your pay. That's what who pays you.
Exactly. And that's how you build your that's how you build who you are to the world.
The country.
Yeah. Exactly. So you need to put in 100% because that's what you're there to do, right? And then you have supporters all over the world that is supporting you and your club. So therefore you should do that. And you know, as I said, if they're young, play your games. You got so many World Cups to do, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot left. I could understand, you know, players like Cristiano, probably his last World Cup.
Probably last one.
Yeah, and what's the other guy? Messi. They're their last, you know, and they're gonna put everything that they possibly can, even though we know that there's a possibility, the stakes are high that they won't receive anything, you know, they won't win. It's very possible. And it's sad on their end. I feel so sorry for them that, you know, these players are so great, but at the end of the day, their country players, it's just, it doesn't add up. It doesn't. It's very sad.
It's tough. It is tough.
Especially
sad. With the World Cup being moved. Normally, you know, it's normally in summer. They had to bring it down by 6 months and squeeze it right in there.
Yes, it's a lot. It's a lot. And in a hot desert at that
in a hot country. Because if it was in summer, it won't be unplayable. A lot of people, I still say, no disrespect, but they should not have even been given the opportunity to host that World Cup.
It shouldn't be because last November I was in Dubai for my birthday, because my birthday is 13th, and it was so hot. There were days when it was like 90 something, almost 100 degrees. It's hot.
In December.
In November, yes.
Wow.
It was hot. It was in the 90s. Some days it was like 99 in November. Yes. So I can imagine.
What it would have been like in June and July.
Yeah, it's sad. And they're still gonna feel it now because it's I think it's too hot for them to play. Regardless, I think so.
They say they're gonna be air-conditioned stadiums.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, right.
No, they said they've implemented air-conditioned stadiums. Hey, how that's gonna? Hey, they pumped in nearly 100 billion into that World Cup. 100 billion to play that in Qatar at that time of the year.
Nice. Well, they got the money.
Good for them. Good for them.
So it's going to be air-conditioned stadiums, but
you definitely got the oil.
They got the oil, so it is what it is. So tomorrow, Super Sunday. Kay said 3-2. Sonny said 3-1. I say 2-2. We shall see. We will see. Texting you ladies after the game like it all went wrong, or I think I told you so. So, we shall see. So ladies, it's been an absolute pleasure having you ladies on today. It's been an absolute pleasure. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It's been an absolute pleasure having you lovely ladies on the show today. Manchester City against Manchester United, Super Sunday tomorrow. Kay has given her prediction as 3-2 win to United. Sonny's given her prediction as a 3-1 win to Manchester City. We can only but wait and see. tomorrow, this time tomorrow, we'll probably be crying or laughing. It's only going to go to it. Or both like, okay, we shake hands. It was a draw. 2-2, 1-1, 0-0, whatever. But whatever, I look for a beautiful game. All right. So, ladies, have a nice Sunday. I'll catch up with you ladies tomorrow after the game and see how it went. And I might either be laughing or just like going through the motions. All right, ladies. So you ladies have a nice evening, and I'll see you ladies tomorrow. Take care. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You take care. All right, ladies. Good night. Bye.